Hello and welcome to my bedroom. So this is the bedroom at my parents' house in Texas. And just for a little bit of backstory, I moved down to my parents' house at the beginning of July. And I've lived here now for about 4 months. And I've just sort of been, because it's me and because I can't not, I've been redecorating the room a lot. Just sort of updating it so that it reflects more of my personality and my aesthetic, especially because I've been spending most of my time in my room here at my parents' house. So I've sort of created this little oasis that is just for me and really reflects my personality and my desired aesthetic. And so I just want to show you around. I enjoy spending all of my days in here. It's super sunny. I took down the blinds, much to my parents' chagrin. I removed the blinds and now I have a super sunny room in here. Oh, and we have my cat trying to steal my water. Gus. This is all really, it's his room. This is Gus's room. So welcome to Gus's room. Gus. Gus says, welcome to my room. Let me take you on a tour. He doesn't really say that. He says, let me down. So as soon as you walk into my room, you notice that I've started to layer some rugs, mostly just because I dislike the carpet. So I've covered it up for the most part. These are some rugs I have acquired. And my final rug, which is enormous, I bought it also on Facebook Marketplace. And I think the person I bought it from said that it was like 7 by 9 or something, and I don't know if you can tell, I'm trying to show you the whole thing, but it's actually closer to probably like 13 by 10 or something like that, which is fine because I wanted to cover up all of the floor. This is my cat Gus. Hi Gus. Hello Gussers. So I'll show you the details of this rug. Really cool colors, just lots of pastel colors. And again, it's in that sort of Southwestern feel. And then around the edges, it has these little animals. So then we move on to the quilt on my bed. So basically my mom, when I came back to live here at my parents' house, my mom just had this gorgeous quilt on the bed. All credit goes to my mom for putting this on my bed because she knew I was really feeling pink. So other than the quilt on my bed, I do have a couple of pillows. So I have just this velvet pillow that actually belonged to my roommate and it ended up back here in Texas with me. And then I have these fabulous pillowcases that are from the 70s. I have a lot of different pillowcases, but these two are kind of the ones that I've been using the most. I just like the way that they sort of are different colors, but in the same ballpark as the pink quilt. And then I also have, like, if you can see, these prints as well on the pillows behind. I have these prints that are by the artist Abby James on Instagram. My favorite one is this one that says, "Thank you God for my hot little body." But moving around to this part of my room right here, so I have a little hook on the wall, which is just this little rose hook situation. I keep my robes on this hook. And then this is my gorgeous, enormous dresser. And then it's just kind of a mess on top, but everything has its place, if you can believe it or not. And then if you look, the sort of background, these collages. So I'm not really big on going to estate sales. I definitely do, and I always have a really good time. It's just kind of, it slips my mind, and I don't always live in a location that has a lot of estate sales. Anyways, this is like my favorite thing I've ever found at an estate sale. It probably cost dollars, you know, several dollars. So I found this at an estate sale, and it was actually at an estate sale in front of this house. I think that this was something that some friends in the 70s put together, this collage, and I found it and it was broken like this. So these, I'm guessing, were one large poster board sort of situation, and they broke apart from age, and I have them side by side, and this is like one of my prized possessions, and it's the sort of thing that I think I'm going to keep forever. It has lots of little messages and memorabilia on the poster that is very like Texas centric, so I like keeping it at my parents' house. But then the rest of the stuff on here, I have a vintage, an antique rather, an antique metronome, which does work. Isn't that cool? And this metronome was given to me by my grandmother, probably about 10 years ago. Really cool. This is a little bell that my mom gave me. It's supposed to ward off bad energy, and it's also a candle holder, if you could see. A lamp, and in my room I have a couple of lamps with red lights, which this is really cool, especially at nighttime. This looks it's just a really cool vibe to have in your room, I think. So as you can see, next to my dresser, I have this little area. This corner is dedicated to my kitty cat. I'll just show you really quickly. He has a scratching post, and usually he will climb up the scratching post and end up on the window ledge. He has his carrier, which he likes to sleep in, and then his food, which he gets to drink out of a vintage goblet from the 70s, of course. Next to my little kittens area, we have a table, a bedside table, as well as a little mirror, which this mirror has existed in a few of my apartments in Brooklyn. I bought it at Dobbin Street Co-op. And I just love the little flowers on it. It was probably, I always assumed that it was meant to live in like a garden. I don't know. So these windows are south facing, which just means that they get so much light. I took down the blinds though, and I just replaced them with curtains. They're the same curtains I had in Brooklyn, but they're from IKEA. I literally think these curtains from IKEA cost like $4 or $5 for a pack of 2. So I have one pack on this window and one pack on this window. So this is an old, I believe it's called a cigar box, because it has a little door right here, which I just keep old photographs in there. And I just have a couple of books. These are some books that I quite like. And basically this is turned into like a little station for me where I put on my like serums and sunscreen. Coaster right here, which I'll show you the coaster. Very cute. I have a whole set of these. And then I have this milk glass light lamp with a little wood knob. And again, the red light bulb just makes for a really cool vibe at nighttime in particular. Moving on, here I am perched on my bed. This is my selfie corner because you have to have one of those. And this is just a mirror. It's originally from IKEA. I got it secondhand in Brooklyn, and it ended up back in Texas when I moved down here in July. I like to keep a fun pair of shoes by my mirrors. I like having shoes out on display if they're really beautiful, because I think that they can be part of your design and decor. Moving on to my little office area, quote unquote, air quotes, office area. I have my desktop on top of a green little desk. Okay, listen, here's the story with this desk. I bought this desk on Facebook Marketplace, and pretty much the listing said something like, You can get this desk and this chair for, I don't know, it was like $70, $100, something like that. And I've spray painted the legs gold, but there's a few nicks on in the spray paint, so I'll send some spray paint back with you so that you can touch them up. Which I was like, you know, I'm not afraid of a DIY, sounds like a great idea. And the desk was white too, or like a cream color. We put it into the car and I didn't really look at it until I brought it back home. And we pulled it out of the back of the car and we were kind of like, what is up with the paint? Because yeah, there were some nicks in the gold, but she had given me spray paint to fix that. But the top part, this part that is now green, that was cream, had all these marks in it and nicks and just like this weird paint that they had painted on top of it. Very yucky, and I disliked it, and I didn't fix it for the longest time, and so I felt like this was just sort of an eyesore in my room. And finally I went to Michael's and I literally bought a tiny thing of paint this color in chalk paint, and I painted it one day and it cost like $12, and now I have a really cute desk. So now that you've heard the saga of my desk, this is the chair. It has like a little wicker back and it has this like grayish, almost blue velvet, which I don't mind, and it's plenty comfortable. The part that I love about this area though is definitely this mirror. It's at least from the 70s, perhaps older, with a little flamingo etching, which is just so cool. And one day I was sort of working on decorating my room with my mom, and she was like, you know, I have this mirror, because I had been saying I want more mirrors in my room, and she was like, let me bring it to you and you can tell me if you like it or not. And then she showed up with this. Like, amazing. And then over here we have one of my original thrifted pieces of furniture, this amber lamp, which I also think is from the 70s. I remember buying this though at a thrift store in Dallas when I was probably like 14 or 15. As you can see also from this lamp, and this lamp, I'm not really into having lampshades. I prefer to have more interesting light bulbs. Like, I think this light bulb is really pretty and it creates a ton of light in my room because I don't have a lampshade. That's a me thing, you do you. So, and then there's kind of a random corner in my room, and that is, I'm gonna show you the ugly carpet. I'm like not ready. Okay, I'm ready. I'm sitting on my bed. So in this random corner, right now I just have my sewing machine, and then I have this Frida Kahlo print, which I plan on, okay, spoiler alert, I'm gonna be moving soon. So I never actually put this Frida Kahlo print on the wall just because, you know, why put it on the wall if you're just gonna move it? And then I have my sewing machine over here. And then this door is a door to my closet, which I don't think I'm going to show you because it's a mess. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video. I loved making this video for you. I'm hoping to have more room tours in the future. And on that note, I do just want to spoil the surprise a little bit. I am actually moving back to New York City next week. Less than next week. I mean, who knows when this will be up, but I'm moving back to New York City. I'm gonna be subletting for a couple of months, so I won't be able to do anything decorating wise in that space, but come 2021, I will be moving into a new apartment where I will be decorating, and I'm planning on filming lots of searching for apartment videos, as well as another round of apartment tour videos, and just sort of a decorating my next apartment in New York City. So if that sounds interesting to you, I'd love it if you would subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on Instagram. I post lots of interior design things there, and I'll link those down below. I'm at RubyEden_ on Instagram. Again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Beth says bye. Say bye.